Welcome to this week's version of our buyer briefing. All right, you guys, this week in the Northern Virginia market, frankly, was weird. Was so weird. I honestly don't even know where to begin. The Virginia market is having whiplash just like our weather, and every single house, every single city, every single neighborhood was completely unpredictable. There were some houses that went over list price with no contingencies, as we've been seeing the past few weeks, right? I would say on average about 100,000 over list for single family, and now we're seeing more like 50 to 60 for townhomes going over list. However, there were also houses that were really great that got one or two offers, didn't really go over list price, maybe even snuck in a contingency or two. Then we have other houses that have been on the market now 7 days, but they don't have an offer yet. But there's no rhyme or reason to it. So I'm telling you this because it is so important that we get in early, start to communicate with the listing agent, and I try to use as many skills and investigations ways possible, like looking to see, do they have a bunch of showings? Sometimes I can't find that out. If an agent allows overlapping appointments, it's really hard to tell how many showings they have. But if it's appointment only and everyone has to have their own spot, I can tell if they're getting a bunch of showings, just a handful, or maybe only a couple, and we can use that to our advantage. But the reality is, right now in this market, this week is going to be our biggest week. This week and next week is going to be the biggest drop of inventory that we're probably going to see, or that we have seen so far in the year. And there's no pattern to what's happening. So we've got to stay in constant communication together, also with the listing agent, and just make sure that we are prepared for all the scenarios. We could go in fast, try to take it off the market right away with a strong competitive offer, or we wait and see if there's a deadline. And option 3, we wait and see if it makes it through the weekend. The risk tolerance is completely up to you. You've got to decide which one you are most comfortable with, which one suits your family, your budget, your just emotional health best. And so I just be prepared that this week and next week, it's going to be interesting, but we will be ready. We will be ready. Just know every house, every neighborhood, and every city is looking a little bit different. And there really is no pattern that we can recognize across the board this week. All right, you guys, let's go see some houses. Super excited to find your next home.